Looks like it's time for another penny treasure hunt. I'm hoping that it's going to be a lot like the last box I went through with all those great treasures in it. Can't wait to get going. Let's do it to it. So, hi, this is Silver Chupacabra, and we're here to start looking at some pennies. Got a fresh new box to go with. Hope we're going to be able to do some filling out some of our collection books. Be really nice to find a variety or two from this. Wouldn't it actually be nice to find even some, not only older Lincoln pennies, but also Indian head cents? Yes. I am showing you the 1909 to 1940 catalog. Look how much more it's filled in. I know it seems like it's got a lot of empty spots, and it does. But filled up 3 spots in here last time out. 1916. Right over there. So now that's my oldest one in this box collection. I believe 27 was another one. We're right there. And then I believe 37, yep, was the last one. We did have a 35. That's not right. That's not right. I know one of these did not fill, so I'm not sure. Oh, I know what it was. Yes, that's right. The 27, that's actually from last year. The 27 that I found last penny hunt went into the secondary. A little skew-iffy there. The 1941 to 1975 book is looking pretty good. I like all that shininess. Still have 5 spots in the middle page and a few up there. As I've said before, those steel cents. Unless there's a dump of some sort, collection dump wise, probably not going to show up in a box set. But be really cool if it did. And I did actually, I don't think I even showed this on film last time out. I did actually have a silver penny, or a silverish penny, but the problem was that it was spray painted that way. That's the second time that's happened. That time I didn't, I wasn't so bummed out because it looked like it was spray painted before. Anyway, let's go ahead and open up this box, take a look at the top, and see what's what. Here are the top side enders for this penny box, cent box. I know they're cents, ladies and gents. Pennies is a nice term. Let's just kind of check through here. It looks like a few coppers in there. Oh, the reverses are up there. That's interesting. Kind of looks copperish to me. That one does too. I'm seeing actually what looks like copper. It may not be, but it's about a half and half exchange. I don't see too many of the newer shields here sitting out, which is very interesting. Got a couple in there too. Anyway, no Indian head cents, no wheatbacks sitting out there. So just as we always know, they're all inside the rolls. Let's start peeling them out. There's number 1. We're going to go with that one first. So it took us 9 rolls to get up to the first 5, which I'll show you in a little bit. Got one left. Kind of looks like these are in that row, but they're not. So we are on roll 9. And I've laid out the pennies, and on the very back end, we got a wheatback. Nice. First find of the box. Got a lot of detail to it. So does the front. Probably 50s, I would say. But wouldn't be the first time I'm wrong. Got a mint mark. Got 1955. 1955, minted in Denver. I still have this whole roll to look through. What's funny is, you know what, the first 9, I've actually found a lot in the 60s, so I'm pretty up for this so far, even though it's taken 9 to get something in the 50s. Bring you back when and if something actually pops out. 10th roll of the box. Seems like some things might be heating up a little bit. We've actually got a couple to look at here. Wheatback. Yeah, take a look at her. It's a nice brownie with some toning. Got a lot of detail there. Might be 40s. We'll find out. Yep, 46. I'm a little disappointed it's not a 44 or 41 because I own those years. Out of Philadelphia, nice. As we go down just a little bit further, you can see the beads on the perimeter. We've got ourselves a Canadian cent. Awesome. And it's actually decently old, 73. Let's go ahead and take a look at the Elizabeth portrait. Of course, I turned that incorrectly, as I always do. It's kind of her middle-age years there. Cool. So, 2 good finds, and gee, I still have a whole roll to look through. Bring you back in if something arises. Okay, I think I'm on roll 17. So just a weird box. I don't know if it's, I don't know why it'd be a different size. But anyway, let's just say it is roll 17, and what do we got here? About, I don't know, about 10 coins in. Right there. There's detail there, but I think that could either be 40s or 50s. It depends on the detail here on the front. Oh man, might even be in the 30s, who knows? Let's find out. Slow roll it. 34, yeah. I kind of noticed it as it was coming out, or the just the lack of detail. A lot of wear on the portrait there. Cool beans, 34. I love when we start getting into 30s, 20s, and teens. You know, you're having some good results here when it comes to Wheaties. Anyway, I'm kind of babbling. Let's go ahead. I'll look to the rest of this and then bring you back if something pops out. Rule 19. You can see I kind of reset everything up. I think it was off by about at least the last find that I had. I was off, I think, by 3 rolls. So anyway, I believe this to be 19, as the count says that. This is at the very beginning of the roll here as I unfurled it. There we are. Let's see, where is it? A little bit dirty, but it is Canadian. Remember, you have to go side by side to flip this over correctly. 2000. Go. Well, I'll bring you back in if something pops up in the rest of this. Roll 20 of this box. And as we go up the roll here that's been laid out, you can see another Canadian cent there with the beads. A little bit of a younger portrait. Let's see what year this is. 1980. Oh, that's 3 Canadians now. They're tied with the Americans, i.e. the Wheaties, 3-3. Still have a little bit to go through on this row. I'll bring you back in if I find something. Roll 23 of this first box of the hunt. So we go down the line, look out for the wheat back. Here we are. There it is. Pretty good condition. Let's check out the front. Then we can kind of make a quick assessment. That's pretty good detail. Usually it'll be in the 50s, maybe 40s. 1958D, last year for the wheatback. Cool find. That is the fourth of this box so far with wheatbacks. We will, or I will, I should say. I'll go through the rest of this and see if we have any other finds. So this box has gotten a bit dry, which is interesting because I've been getting a lot of variety chances, or at least looks. There are a lot of coins in the 60s. It's a very interesting box. So even though I've only got 4 finds, it hasn't been boring. This is roll 36, and I'm not even bringing you in for a wheatback, actually. I'm bringing you in for a blazer that just came by. 1959 out of Denver, first year memorial. That baby is in pretty stellar condition. A little bit of marking here down below, but other than that, that's a keeper. Still got a little bit to look through here, but hopefully this box will get going on the older pennies. Back in a little while. We are at roll 46. Wow. This box has just turned into jelly. Do have a find here, though. The only thing is it's Canadian, which, you know what, at this point, I'm taking all comers here. And it is, the beads. A little shiny, too. So I always expect this to be in the 2000s, maybe. Maybe. Ah, it's one of those memorials, 2002. And that light is really killing it there. There we go. Well, that's how shiny it is. And remember, the reverse will not have the date on it. So that's 2002. I believe there are some versions of that. I'll check for them. I do have this to look through, but man, does not look promising. But we'll keep up the good attitude here. Thumbs up. Well, that box turned very ugly after a while. Anyway, wow, first 20 rolls looking pretty tight. And then the desert approacheth. 4 wheaties in that box. 4 Canadians. Hey, look, guys, a dime. So actually made money on the box. Nice. We're going to pull another box. I got plenty of them, so let's go ahead and pull another one, and hopefully that one will get us going in the right direction. Second box up to bat here. As you can see, let's take a quick tour. See a lot of newbies in there. A little bit of copper here and there. So those will probably some copper there. Zinc, copper, it's kind of all the same. And no wheatbacks facing. New Indian head sounds. Well, that's a bummer. Anyway, you know it's the stuff inside that's going to do it to it. Anyway, let's get right to it. Second roll of this second box. And we have another Canadian visitor. I almost missed it. It's hard to kind of see it. It's a little dirty. Let's go ahead and take a look at the front. Remember, Canadian coins always go side to side. All right, in the 60s, 1969. A little bit of green beauty there. I do have a little bit of this roll to look at. Bring it back in if something happens. This is roll 4. Man, we finally have a wheatie. Let's Go down the roll here. See if I can do that a little steadier. There we are. I don't know if this looks like the wheat chocks might have a little bit of wear to them. No, I guess not. Not as much as I was thinking. I'm thinking 40s or 50s if I don't blow that. How did I blow the change? Oh man, that's actually decent detail for Lincoln there. Probably 50s. 53D. Minted in Denver. Awesome. Well, got a whole row to continue to look through. Bring you back in if something pops up. Roll 18 of this box hunt. And after just laying out the roll here, looks like we've got a foreign visitor from Canada again, 1975. Nice. That would be the 6th Canadian penny on the board now, as opposed to 5 wheaties. Still have a little bit to look at in this row. Bring you back in when we have the next find. This is roll 31 of the box. That's right, I said 31. This has been a very dry box. I can't even remember the last time I found a wheat penny in this box. And in fact, well, I've found one wheat penny so far and a nice Canadian, I think it was 69 penny. Those were really, really cool, but that's been it. And in fact, in this penny box that you see here, I've found 2 Roosevelt dimes. Well, I guess I'm gaining some money out of this box. That's nice. Let's take a look at roll 31. See if you see anything out of sorts. Yes, there's a chunky one over here. I definitely see that. Do you see that? Now, number 1, it looks like a dime. The reeds are a little bit weird, but let's just say this was a dime. Doesn't that look blast white? I don't see any clad in that. Something like that. See how it's half and half? You got half silver and half like an orange color. That's what I mean by clad in a dime. You're not seeing that there. If this is a dime, I think this is going to be a silver dime, which has got to be the weirdest find I can think of to get in a penny box. It is Roosevelt, and that, my friends, if I can get it out of the light. Let's see if I can get it there. 1952. That is a silver dime, 90% silver. Check out the back, because the mint mark would be on the back to the left of the torch here. There is no mint mark, so it would be minted in Philadelphia. In a penny box that is not really, and you can look at the sides there. Dude, I'm not getting a whole lot of old pennies. The first box I did, I was getting lots of old 60s, but I didn't really get much wheatie-wise on that as well. But wow. I cannot say enough here. 1952 silver dime, Philadelphia minted, in a penny roll. Wow. Well, I'll tell you what. If there are any other finds, we'll come back and check it. I don't see any other dimes, so I don't think I'm going to be finding another dime in this one. On to roll 37. No, we do not have another silver dime. No, it's not a wheatie. Still only have one wheat fine in this entire box. It's just very interesting. Take a look. Got a coin with beads around it. It's got Elizabeth on it. Got to be Canadian. Well, it doesn't have to be Canadian. There are other protectorates that have Elizabeth on there. Pretty young, I guess. Not our youngest portrait, but semi-young. We'll turn it side by side and take a look. Oldest Canadian coin find of these two boxes, 1966. Awesome. That is number 7. The wheatbacks are going to have to make a big comeback if they're going to beat the Canadians on this box hunt. So anyway, do have that to look through. Roll 39 of this second box, and woo-hoo-hoo! We actually have a wheat penny. Oh my gosh. 1947. I believe that is AD mint mark. Sure enough. Looking pretty good there. It's been a long time. Like 30 some odd rolls. Wow. There's the wheatback proof there. In case you weren't believing that that was a wheatback. It's at least, 11 years inside the wheatback range. Anyway, we do have a little bit left. I don't really see anything with potential there, but you never know. Be back if something pops up. Roll 41 of this box. Last few rolls, we've gotten a few things. Will it be another wheatie? Oh, Canada. Just when the Wheaties got another run in there, Canada strikes with a run of their own. There it is, 1976. I was going to say bicentennial year, but not for Canada, I don't think. Let's show the portrait. There she is. God save the Queen. Well, I do have a few to look at. I thought I saw a couple of interesting ones. We'll find out if we'll be showing those interesting ones. So, there is the big empty of this box hunt, this 2-box hunt that didn't have a whole lot of Wheaties come into it. I've actually got this already set up for a summary, so let's go right to it. Wheatie-wise, here are the finds. I've got a 1946 Philadelphia, 47 Denver, 1953 Denver, 1955 Denver, 1958 Denver. And because I didn't have a whole lot of Wheatie finds, this one, this nice blazer from 59, minted in Denver, is a pretty nice find. In fact, let's go ahead and look at the reverse on that one. Lots of steps and everything. There looks like there's a little bit of bad news on the full steps on that one. I actually got more Canadian pennies, cents, than Wheaties. Starting that off with 1966, 69, 75, 76, 73. I got that out a little bit out of order. 1980, 2000, and then the commemorative 2002 Elizabeth. And the special ones. 1934 was a very cool find. I'm hoping that's going to go into the primary catalog. Got a couple of dimes there. No value really there other than that one. Actually, it's 3 dimes, I guess I should say. First of all, how are dimes coming in penny rolls anyway? And how is a silver dime actually coming into that part? I don't understand. But best find of the whole 2 boxes were right then and there. And then one last piece here. Aren't those pretty? All these psychedelic colors and whatnot. Almost seems like White Rabbit should be playing in the background of these pennies. In fact, why just have White Rabbit playing? Let's have Jefferson Airplane playing in front of these. You remember when they used to have their videos? They weren't really videos. That's quotation marks there, by the way. Back in those times, they were just featuring the group, but nowadays they're considered videos. How about having these in the background of those videos with all that? I don't even know what you even call those backgrounds. I believe there are microscope slides of just stuff, liquid or whatnot. And you can take your little LSD mind trip with these in the background. That's how colorful they are. They're worth a penny. So anyway, that is the summary for the finds. I'll do a quick check for varieties. I don't think there's going to be much there. And then we'll take a look at the catalogs. Okay, so I did check for varieties. Nothing happening on that hill. Let's go ahead and take a look at the catalogs. This is the 1909 to 1940 primary collection book. And we're going to get another filler here. 1934 fits in there nicely. Cool. That's 4 fills now in the last 2 penny hunts. That will work out very well. Also in the primary for the 1941 to 1974, I think this goes up to. Let's go ahead and check that real quick. Or not, because I can't seem to get my finger in there. There we go. Yep, goes up to 74. Did not have a filler, so we still have the same holes. But that 1959, the one I had in there actually was a blazer as well, except it had a big old fingerprint. So I'm going to put this in. Sorry about that. I'll use my fingers for that. That way I won't have a thumbprint. Fits in there real nicely. Nice update. And secondary book, we did have one filler over here. This is the 1941 to 1974 book. 1947D, which for some reason that thing's in the wrong part. There you go. I don't want to fit in there way too easily, so that's going to probably fall out. I'll have to figure out what to do with that. So, not too bad for a hunt that had 6 wheaties. Wow, that's a low point when it comes to 2 boxes that I know of. 4 in the first box and 2 in the second box. And then, of course, this coming in the second box. 1952 dime. Silver, 90%. Don't get just strange 2-box hunt. Probably go into nickels next. By the way, I hope you enjoyed that penny hunt. It's going to be probably the shortest video I've ever had, long form at least, on 2-box hunt. But I hope you enjoyed it. Parts of it, all of it, whatever you guys actually watch. I hope you enjoyed it. Like I said, nickel box next up. And I'll see you when that gets put out. Hopefully we have a couple of shorts, because that would be nice to have a couple of cool nickels come out. I have not found a buffalo or a silver ore nickel for quite a while. I haven't had a filler in that primary book for at least 4 months. Anyway, we will see you when that does come out. Whenever this is, have a great rest of your week or weekend, and be safe out there. We will see you later. Oh, and by the way, I forgot to mention Canadian small scents since we had 8 fines, which clearly outflagged the wheaties. No fillers, not even no updaters as well. Tells me that I've got a lot of the small scents in those areas, but very, I don't know, surprising that there wasn't at least one filler in there. Anyway, see you later.